Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know we can just turn them.
So you can be part of it.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
And then we'll turn ours our way. Yeah.
We can even move the it's easier. Technical difficulties.
I should be able to chat up on my screen. Is that
Live chat right
yeah.
there.
And you should probably pull up your phone so you
Okay,
can see
there we
what's
go.
going through.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Hi Tyler. Oh, that's so small. Do they not give us a bigger option like on TikTok they do? Oh no.
Down. Pull up your phone and go to TJ's live so we can see what TJ's.
Oh man.
Okay. what the chat is saying.
Okay guys. Hi. I'm with Brick Brethren today.
What is up?
Hi Brick Brethren. I'm TJ. So we all live pretty close by in Utah and we wanted to do a little live together. I've got the brand new Pan America set that we're gonna just spend some time building and answering some FAQs.
Yeah.
So let's do it. Who wants the book?
I'm good with whatever.
Who wants to get going with the big instructions?
Yeah,
Back
I'll
one.
get going.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Okay, I haven't sorted the bag yet, which I'm gonna do. There's bag one.
Sweet.
Unable to connect.
Oh no.
Are you connected to the Wi-Fi down?
Yeah, I connected it. You know what? If the stream was going on mine, we're just gonna reset ours real quick. Because it was halfway on mine too. Oh, we got 2 views. 2 minutes.
We're millionaires.
Wait, it ended?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna reset it.
Was having a hard time connecting.
There we go. We just
Who
reset.
knew there would be so many technical difficulties when trying to
It's so
just do a
bad.
simple collab?
It's so bad, yeah. Okay,
All right.
so
Yeah.
we got some FAQs or something while we build. Is that
Yeah.
got that?
TJ Charles Brick Studio said hello.
Hi. Oh yeah, there it is. Hi, Charles. Okay.
And then he said, "What are you building?"
We are going to be building. Normally, I have it up in a big picture, but ain't no way right now. We're going to build the new Pan Am 36 DC3 something that is a complex model number. I don't actually know what it is.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Boeing.
Yeah,
Planes,
I'm
but-
not like a plane guy.
I've maybe been on one.
I don't think you've been on this plane.
No.
This one, I did a little bit of research, and I
Is this an
guess
old one?
Did they go bankrupt or something?
Pan America did, but this is like the first plane that like launched modern plane like airfare
Okay.
Okay.
travel, commercial travel.
It always looked cool, like in the movie Catch Me If You Can.
Uh-huh.
That always looked pretty entertaining to be on like a, I don't know why, it just looked cool to be on like a silver, just plane.
They're very pretty.
Comment on ours real quick. I don't think that's on
Hello?
the
Hello?
No, comment.
Hello.
Said hi.
Is that the 747 carrying? No, the 747 carrying the shuttle is up there. This is the brand new one that was just had their embargo today of the Pan Am. So it's another big plane that Lego's doing.
It looks like our thing's working.
Yeah.
The
Wow.
minifigs are fun.
Yeah, those are actually great.
Printing.
They're really cute, and there's a stewardess that we'll get to eventually that's got like a cool new hat piece.
Oh, yeah. It
That's
did look very
awesome.
cool.
A new molded part for that.
What are your thoughts on dual molded legs? Do you think it's important or do you think it's not important?
I think it's important if the character design needs it,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
if it doesn't need it, then
Mhm.
I'm not gonna like.
Get upset about it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be mad about it not having it. Like if a character's got all black pants, then great.
It is what it is, yeah.
Or minimal detail
Mhm.
Right.
in general, then I don't feel like it's like needed.
Mhm.
Charles asked, "Did you fix Lego Steve Harrington?"
I did. Yes, I did fix Steve Harrington. At least I think I fixed them. Yeah. Did you guys see the hair on the Stranger Things?
It's
Yeah.
pretty intense.
It was
With the
crazy.
super tall hair.
Yeah. So yeah, if you check out my my fix video, I did it for a few characters. I did Steve and Robin and Jonathan and a few of them.
Honestly, I did watch the video and I thought it looked much better. It's not that I thought the design of those characters was awful, but I thought what you did enhanced it and made it actually look even more like the character on screen.
Thank you. It's just weird when they don't get it quite right. You have all the best minds and all of the parts available to you.
Right.
It seems like it should be easier to get
Yeah.
them more accurate.
I will say Jonathan's hair was probably my least favorite hair out of all of it. His looked like it was Pippin's hair.
It was.
It was,
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yes.
And I was just this isn't his hair. His hair is straight and
Yeah.
not
It was exactly Pippin's hair.
yeah.
The same piece.
Lena Jewel Mari said, "Remember me? I am Shivam from India.
Hey,
What are you
yeah.
building?"
Welcome in. We're building the Pan Am with the Brick Brethren. And let's see. Oh, well, I'm using those though. Here we go. I can use my computer. I did get some questions
Okay.
that people asked us, so we can just kind of see what they are. What is your favorite Lego brick to build with? I thought that was an interesting question.
That is a fun question.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Brick.
I've never thought about that.
One specific.
I'm
brick.
going 2x4, basic.
Basic, yeah.
That is such a solid one.
I'd say
and
that's
they're so
probably the
easy
most
to find.
satisfying. I'd say 2x4 or
2x6 is good
Yeah.
too.
I'd say my least favorite is just a single.
Yeah.
One by one.
Yeah, a 1x1. I don't like those as much.
Especially on I built the Gotham City skyline. It was just
Mm.
all those small tiny pieces, and I'm I like a nice big piece.
Yeah, the bigger the better.
Yeah.
So you're not a fan of those art sets that have the pixelated style.
I think it's so beautiful, but my patience, I'm oh my gosh, this is taking me 10 hours. to do.
Yep.
I did the Van Gogh set with my wife for our anniversary, the Starry Night one.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, it was nice that she was part of that build too, because I'd say the small pieces were just. I have big stubby fingers, so it's just kind of annoying trying to put the little pieces on. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
do you have a favorite, TJ?
My favorite piece is the sausage
Okay.
because
Yeah, you can do a lot with that.
you can do so many crazy things. Oh no, I just built that all with the wrong thing. You can do a lot of fun stuff with it, and it lets you do curves and the way
Yeah.
they use it in different sets for different parts. It's one of the most diverse parts usage, I think.
I'd say my favorite thing I've seen the sausage on was the Empire State Building, or not the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty face for Spider-Man. I think her eyebrows are the sausages.
Yep, they
Yeah.
are. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know how I remember that.
That's
but
that's a good one.
that one
Use
is-
it on the Titanic for the anchor. They
That
use it
is
all
fun.
over the place.
There's a Dimensions Adventure Time set, and there's a BMO,
Mhm.
and they use it for its arms.
That
is
So,
really-
Yeah, you can get nice little subtle slopes and curves that
Mhm.
Lego doesn't usually let you do.
Yeah.
Honestly, one of my favorite takes from, I don't know, I'm pretty sure you watch it too, but it's the Lego Masters,
Mm-hmm.
good parts usage. I never
Yeah.
knew what that term was until I watched that, so the sausage is definitely good parts usage in a
Yeah.
sense.
Good parts usage.
It looks like Jesus is King Tenton said, "What Lego room is this? Or whose Lego room is this?" This is TJ Bricky.
Hi guys.
Yep, TJ Bricky is definitely a homie for letting us actually come see
over
his,
and go
his
live.
awesome collection and also collaborate. And he also says the lights are cool. And yeah, I'd agree. He's got
Thanks.
some great lighting in here. I think he's got a better setup than we do. And I appreciate him letting us come and do this.
You know what? It's taken me a lot of years. When I did my first live stream, it was literally just, I think it might have been this exact table, but
Yeah.
it was just a white table, plain white background, nothing.
Yeah.
And I was just going off my phone. I didn't have any mics or lights or nothing. And then you just kind of slowly figure out, oh wait, okay, I need to care about this.
Yeah.
I need to invest in stuff. I need to
Mhm.
actually make this look good.
I think
You got
my setup is for my that table. It's literally a lifetime table that's been hammered from like
Yeah,
so many family
yeah.
gatherings. Where I'm like, I need to at least get.
Wait, that was my table.
No, I'm using my in-laws.
Oh,
now.
did
I
you-
gave you. I thought I gave you yours back,
Did you
but
give that back?
mine's got. I need to get like some type of tablecloth because you just see scratches all over it.
Oh,
and
gosh.
some scuff marks.
TJ, you got some more. Cody Sonier says hello.
Hey, Cody.
Joe Smith said, "How do I donate some money to help out your channel?"
That's
So-
awesome.
I think there's like gifts or something on there. I don't know. Any money that I got on my stream, I don't speak for these guys. You
Yeah.
guys probably put it towards Lego sets. Since I'm getting them sent as an ambassador, I put all of the gifts and whatever I get into my next giveaway. So if you
Oh,
want to
that's
win
awesome.
some money for the next giveaway, that
Nice.
you can
Yeah.
absolutely do that.
Hey, start donating, guys.
I just feel weird, like I'm already getting sets for free, so I don't need more gifts. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I try to like give back a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
I think that's awesome. How do you do the tracking for like getting a hold of them? I don't know how it works with like when you see a username, it's not like that you can DM on like.
Right.
How do you do your-
So it depends. It depends on what channel I'm doing it on. I usually do my giveaways across like every platform, and then whoever wins. If it's a YouTube winner, it's the hardest to get a hold of them.
Yeah.
I usually just announce on the video. I say to email me with a screenshot of your settings page, because then it's like it shows their handle.
Yeah.
And then they can tell me their address or whatever. If it's through like
TikTok.
TikTok
that's
or whatever,
easy,
it's a lot easier.
Yeah. Charles said, "I'm starting a Lego Star Wars minifigure collection. Where should I start?"
Ooh, I don't know Star Wars very well, so I'm gonna leave that to you guys.
If I,
I'd go with any of the Jedi minifigs, especially like the OG Clone Wars ones. Not the Clone Wars like style minifigs; those ones aren't as good. in my
Oh,
opinion.
yeah.
But like if you can get like Kit Fisto
Mm-hmm.
or some of like the cool Jedis that like aren't really seen that much, or there's a lot of cool Rexes too,
Mhm.
or clones. I mean.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get more of everybody in there, at least a little bit.
Yeah. I think.
I don't like how the iPad is so zoomed in. What's that
I
about?
wonder if it can zoom.
Does it automatically zoom in?
I don't know, but like the phone has got like a way better viewing angle on there.
I can
Whatever.
scoot over too. I'll scoot
Alright.
over so we can get some.
Yeah.
One of you boys want to do bag two?
No, you start, and then I can. We can do some charades.
Swap out.
Yeah,
Musical
not charades,
chairs.
Musical chairs. Yeah. What was the question again? It was.
Where to start with
Star Wars minifigs.
I would say it's kind of hard because there's so many different minifigs for Star Wars. It just depends on what you love. I know some
Yeah.
people collect droids, Jedi, clones are a big one, but it really just comes down to if you're interested in a specific character or, I guess, person or, I guess, army in Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, with Star Wars, there's a lot of battle packs that they make that's easy to get, for minifig.
That is a great point,
So
actually.
that's a good way to start.
Packs are.
Generally, they're clones or droids. So, not really like named characters, which
Mhm.
isn't super fun, but
Yeah,
it's a start.
Yeah,
And it's a
Good
cheap
to
way to
army
start.
build.
yeah.
Yeah.
Next.
We got a new minifig. We got the captain for the Pan Am. He's got a really cool little hat. That's gonna be a fun one. And he's got like nice arm printing and.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's so awesome.
I have a beard.
They should have made it Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, that. Is there a Leo minifig at all from
I
any
can't
sense?
Does
think
the
of
Titanic
anything.
come with it?
No.
I mean, you could get like a generic looking face to
what?
make it.
Yeah, is there a franchise he's been turned into Lego for?
Most of
I
his
can't
stuff
think
isn't
of
like
one.
kid friendly, so
Yeah.
I don't.
Right.
I can't.
I don't think so.
Let me check to see if there's like any movies that he's in. That...
Once upon a time in Hollywood.
Ryan Gosling just got his first one.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yes.
And he'll probably get one next year with the Starfighter movie coming out.
Oh, for sure.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's getting into the Lego theme.
Are you gonna see Project Hail Mary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my husband were just talking about it earlier. Actually, that we're like, it looks very cool.
Heck yeah.
I loved The Martian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Yeah, I'm supposed to see it tomorrow.
Oh, nice. I don't if you've read The Martian. I felt like the movie actually did a really good job like capturing it. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping
yeah,
the same is true for
Yeah.
Project Hail Mary.
I agree.
Early screenings, it's been good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've read both,
Yeah.
and yeah, I really like The Martian. So pretty hyped for Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, I listened to it and I was like, it was fire.
I need to get into like listening to books. The last book I read was a Kobe Bryant book, and that was like a couple of years ago. I felt so good about it. Like I was like,
Audiobooks are the way to go, man.
Yeah.
that's
They
what I
really
need to do.
are.
I just love music so much. It's like hard for me to like. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being so like prideful and like just wanting to listen to music.
You know
It's-
what?
I need to get into the
Dude,
audiobooks.
if you like the music, go for the music.
I know.
I want to read stuff, and I just
Mhm.
know I'm not gonna sit down
Yeah.
Yeah.
and have the
exactly.
time. So driving around on the plane, whatever. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I also think I'm a little bit, probably more than a little bit, ADHD.
Yeah.
So if I'm like on a plane sitting reading,
Yep.
probably not gonna happen. But if I'm on a plane and I've got the audiobook going and like a very basic mindless game
Yeah.
going on my phone, I'm
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
much better at sticking with the book.
I should try that out. I'm going to Germany next month, and so that flight's gonna
That'll be a
pretty
long
awful.
flight.
I'm
Yeah.
sure you did that when you went to Denmark and stuff.
Yeah, I can't remember where we connected. It was Paris or London or something, but yeah, it'll be about the same.
So Rachel Richards, this is my wife. She said June says hi. That's my daughter.
Oh, hi Rachel and June.
And then next up we've got, let's see. Okay. Can I have a shout out? Zen Zoom 888.
Yeah, hey Zen, how's it going?
And then Jess Lego.
Jess.
Version. Excuse me, TJ. What are you doing on this late?
Yeah, this is not my normal live stream time. The Brick Brethren here wanted to have a fun little live together, so that's what we're doing. We're just hanging out.
And let's see.
See, Lego Buildo asked what set is this?
I should get the box so that we can just like actually know the answer to that. The Douglas DC-3 Pan Am airliner. There you go.
Yeah, I gotta
I'll leave that back here.
We'll keep it on my lap for now.
I'll tell you what, it doesn't help. I literally on my lives I have the box almost every time like right next to me so that it can be seen on camera,
Yeah.
and a little crawl on the bottom of the screen that says today I'm building this set. It's
Yeah.
this price, this many
Yep.
pieces. Every time, no matter what I do, people come on first thing. What are you building?
Yeah.
I don't know how much more obvious
Yeah.
I can make it, guys.
And then Jess said again, TJ, you're gonna need an Aaron. Is it Tevet?
Aaron Tveit?
Yeah, minifig. He did Catch Me If You Can, the musical.
Yes, he did.
Oh, cool.
That is a great musical. And Aaron Tveit as a minifig is probably never going to happen, sadly.
Yeah.
But he was also Fiero, and we've got a Fiero minifig, so...
Yeah, that is true. Was he in any of the Jurassic World?
Aaron Tveit was not.
No?
No.
Was he not? Oh, is he just Broadway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's done movies, but
Okay.
he's
I was-
mostly Broadway.
I was thinking, what's the guy who did Fiero? What's
Um,
Jonathan?
Yes,
Bailey?
Jonathan
Yes,
Bailey.
okay.
Yeah.
I've never seen any Broadway.
And yeah, no, he's got two
Okay.
minifigs, so that's cool for him.
That is cool.
Oh, what's the second one?
Jurassic World.
Oh, okay.
hmm
Do you like musicals?
I'm a big theater guy, yeah.
Nice.
I do a lot of community theater and stuff around, and
Heck yeah.
That is awesome.
My wife likes musicals a lot. I've only watched one, and it was Hamilton.
that's a good one.
It was pretty good.
It's a good one to
Yeah.
watch.
And sometimes she turns it on. I'm like, it's not bad music. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to say my favorite musical is probably, I would assume this is a musical, La La Land.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I think
That's a musical.
that was actually great. I'm not against musicals. It's just not what I always pick, but
Yeah.
I usually find them fun. I mean, Disney movies are not
Almost every Disney
almost
musical.
all are musicals, and I enjoy
Yeah.
most Disney movies.
Yeah, La La Land's great. I really love La La Land.
Sad ending.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't ruin it here.
You're gonna watch it?
Maybe one day, man.
You know,
It'll be a good date night movie.
I
for
haven't
sure.
seen The Greatest Showman, and people
Oh,
are like,
actually,
"That's
I
a
have
great
seen
movie,"
that.
and I'm like, I don't know if I.
It's written by the same guys who did La La Land.
Really?
They
Okay.
did. Pasek
Oh.
and Paul did the music for both of them, and they're really talented.
Hmm.
They also did Dear Evan Hansen.
Oh,
which is a
I
famous
went
one.
to that.
Okay.
I went to that when it was like Broadway on the streets.
Okay.
Like what's it called? Like they're on the road or whatever.
Oh, it's on the street.
On the streets.
I think traveling.
Yeah, they're like
It's
a
like
traveling
the-
Broadway. It was cool.
Yeah.
Musical.
I've heard the movie
Musical.
was terrible, but the musical, I really like the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like Jess Lego version says again, singing goodbye from CMIYC.
Ooh, so Goodbye is a song from Catch Me If You Can, and it's like it's one of the best songs on the show.
Yeah.
But it's a really hard, really high song.
Mm-hmm.
So you get Aaron Tveit singing that, and that boy can sing. It's really good.
This is so funny. Shelly Belly Forever said, I just joined and I thought the dude in the background was inside the shelf. And I'm looking at it and it looks like you are.
Yeah, especially with the box.
That was probably one of the
With
best
my head
comments I've
shot.
ever seen.
Dude, you're just like the gremlin in the shelf.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my
hilarious.
Okay, I got a couple more Q&As. Favorite Lego theme and why?
I'm good with whoever wants to go first.
Hit it.
I would have to say my favorite Lego theme has to be Icons. It used to be Star Wars, but Star Wars, I just feel like they've done it for so long that you've seen so many of the same things get
A lot of repeats.
repeated, and
Yeah.
it's just like, I love Star Wars and it's my favorite of all time, but Icons has kind of taken the crown just because you
Mhm.
get so much in it and it
Such a
doesn't-
variety.
Yeah, and so same thing with Lego Ideas. I mean, they're both very similar in their
Yeah.
own ways, but it's just nice getting new content. My wife always says, your Star Wars sets are my least favorite, and it's just because they're not colorful. They're not like really. There's
Yeah.
it's just a ship.
Lots of-
They
lots of
almost look
gray.
the same if you
Yeah.
don't know what they are.
And so I'd say Lego Icons is my favorite because you just get so many movie themes in one Lego theme.
Mhm.
I'd say, well, you already mentioned it, but I'd say my favorite is Ideas.
Mhm.
It's kind of the same because there's so many different, obviously, ideas that come from it. But I really like the way that they set it up with people being able to submit projects
Mhm.
and people voting on them and everything. So I think it's fun. I really like how they did the Bricklink designer program as well.
Mhm.
Kind of expand it.
Yeah. So as an ambassador, they kind of you submit like your top 5 basically of like what are your favorite themes that you want to get.
Oh.
So I didn't like put Star Wars or Harry Potter even on my list because if they're not number one, there's a lot of other ambassadors who like Star Wars is their main
Yeah.
Yeah.
number
that's
one
true.
thing. So I just knew like they try to balance it out based on like who's the like prioritizing
Mhm.
each thing the most. So I was like, I'm not even gonna put those on there because I know there's some people who really
That's all they
go
do,
hard for it.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, mine is like all the icons and the
Mhm.
ideas and the modular buildings, like those. I think modular building is probably my favorite like specific line,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but yeah, icons and ideas are my favorite themes.
I'm probably gonna go. I mean, our fans definitely know this. I'm a big superheroes guy, so Batman, DC, I should say, is my favorite. But something that's sneaking up there is Ninjago for me.
Ninjago. is
Ninjago,
awesome.
I slept on Ninjago for a really
Yeah.
long time because I just was like, what? I don't know what this thing is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then the first Ninjago set that I did really impressed me.
Mhm.
And now I've got a couple big ones.
Yeah,
up
Yeah,
there.
the Green Dragon one.
It's so
that,
sick.
that one I encourage
That
you to pick
that's
up.
such a good set.
I love that one.
I just picked up Kai's new Fire Mech, and that one goes hard. I like that one a lot.
I just
It's such a good one.
yeah. I just finished the Thunder thing and the Lloyd's Jet Mech, and I
Mhm.
got that because you can do like a combination of both sets.
Okay.
And I mean, I just think Ninjago is one of those sets that it's fairly priced, and you get a lot of minifigs and details.
Yeah.
And so I actually did a video where I'm like, which set's worth $70, and I compared it to a Star Wars set, and I just felt like you're getting so much more out of a Ninjago set that was $70 compared to a Star Wars.
100%, yeah.
$70
Not having to
set.
pay the licensing fees and everything,
Mhm.
like they get a lot more bang for your buck.
Mhm.
I feel like they just like since it's their own IP, they just have all the freedom in the world. Like they can be as creative as they want.
Yeah.
They don't have to like stick to anything.
Mhm.
It's such a good
No
such a good
limits.
theme, and it's been going on for years.
Yeah,
Like,
15 years.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
15.
It
Came out
kind of crazy.
The only reason I know that is because they did a little quiz show that they had me do when I was in Denmark.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
for like
okay.
celebrating the 15 year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had never actually seen Ninjago the show at that point because I didn't grow up with it. I was a little too old by the time it came out. And so I like binged all of Ninjago for a couple of months to prep for that. And I was like, wait, this is actually like pretty good.
It
Yeah.
really is. Like
I like it.
it really is. I started rewatching it. I don't know, a couple months ago, and I'm like, wait, this actually holds up like
Mhm.
Yeah.
pretty good. And it's not. It doesn't feel like oh, I'm just watching a kid's Lego show.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Looks like Jess again says, if I could sing, I'm pretty sure I'd be a female tenor. Goodbye is one of my favorites.
It is so good. It's just such a beautiful song.
And then I think she was responding to what her favorite sets are. Modular buildings. My
Mm.
favorite.
Modular line is so good.
And then Platinum Player
Although I
20.
was disappointed with this year's.
Yeah. I know. Didn't you build that one, Ian?
Mhm.
You didn't say it was anything like.
I like it, but it almost just feels like what is it, the what's that one called? The hotel, the boutique. Hotel. It almost feels like the same thing.
Yeah, the angle and everything is very similar. It's like the boutique hotel and the assembly square mashed
Mhm.
into one set. Like the
Yeah.
colors and the techniques.
Yeah.
Like usually I'm really interested in looking at like what crazy new technique am I gonna learn
Yeah.
from the modular buildings, and they just didn't really have any with this one.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like it looks good, and any Lego set's fun to build, but yeah, I agree. It wasn't like my favorite out of the rest of the modulars.
Mhm.
I'd say.
Ian, do you want to pull up our chat on your phone?
yeah.
Because we got a bunch of questions on there too.
Heyo.
What is
Sorry, we'll
Um,
get to them.
And then it looks like Platinum Player 23. Sweet airplane set. Then he sent some airplane emojis.
Yes.
And then he says, Legos are cool. I love vintage minifigs.
Some of the vintage ones, man.
They are
Maybe
cool.
it'd be better.
Actually,
I
there
can
was
do
a
that,
question on here. I guess it was about set, but it could be for minifig too. What's your most valuable set / minifig in price or personal value?
Oh, why don't you start, TJ?
I don't actually know.
Yeah.
I think minifig wise, because like I've never gone through and calculated. I do have a Deadpool minifig,
Mhm.
which I know those are just all of them are pretty
Yeah.
valuable because they're
Yeah.
rare. So that's probably up there on my rarest. Personal value though, when I was at Brick World Chicago last year, I found like when people ask what's your first set, I don't know. It was
Mhm.
when I was like 2 years old, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But the earliest one I remember was this like Deep Sea Explorer set from the 90s.
Mhm.
And I found a sealed copy of
Oh,
that one
wow,
at Brick
that's
World
so
Chicago.
Cool.
So I spent a couple $100 to get this from like my childhood set. So that's probably my most like personal value set
Yeah.
now.
Heck
That's
yeah.
cool.
No, I think the Deadpool minifig's great too. I have that one,
Mhm.
and I didn't buy that one. I was gifted to me as a kid, which I was lucky I didn't trash it.
Yeah.
The helicopter set.
Yeah, and it's so funny because I have like my pile of old Lego at my parents' house, and when I opened it up to get the Deadpool, nothing's wrong with him, but my Magneto is just chewed up by my old dog. I'm like, I'm so happy my old dog Rex, rest in peace,
Mhm.
did not chew up
Yeah,
Deadpool because I would been pretty sad
Yeah.
about that. So it
Yeah,
was
set or minifig. I'm trying to think. I mean, I do have a fair amount of
Yeah.
minifigs, but I'm trying to think of
Revan.
Yeah, I used to have Darth Revan, which was a
It
polygon,
haunts
okay.
him
and I sold it when I got it.
for $10.
I think it was like 40 or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah.
I sold it for like $40, which was good back then.
Mm-hmm.
But now, like, if I
It's
had
like
it sealed, it'd be
$350.
over it. Yeah,
Wow.
It's a
Which
nice
is-
little inside
which
joke.
is nuts.
Every time we're like, dude, Revan's haunting you.
Yeah.
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 I would say like probably my most like minifig wise, I'd have to say Deadpool's one of them. I would have said Sauron, but now Sauron's
Mhm.
gonna be, and which is fine because I love that Lego makes it, more accessible for everybody. Because I was the same with Captain Rex. I wasn't gonna buy the Venator, but I was happy they came out with the battle pack
Yeah.
or the little Y-wing. So I would have said Sauron, but I'd probably have to go with TJ Bricky and say Deadpool. That's probably one of my most valuable ones. And then set wise, it's probably my Darth Vader helmet. That's what got me back into Lego.
Oh,
So-
that's a good one.
My wife, and it's so funny. She's always like, you spend so much money on Lego. And it's like, yeah, I do. And it's like, you're kind of the root of it. You know? You got me back into it. She got me the Darth Vader helmet for Christmas. And, even though it's not like my favorite set I have, it's still just one of those sets that got me back into it.
Yeah.
Very nice. That's a solid one.
Yeah, my most valuable minifig. See, I don't know, because honestly, I forget about the minifigs that I have. But
Fair.
like the one that I can remember right now is Commander Gree from the ATDP. He's the camo.
TP.
ATTP.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get them
I
all.
think that's
mixed
what
up.
it is. Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure. Is it the AT?
There's-
oh wait, I think
it's
you're
an
right.
A-
Actually, it is the TP.
ATTP.
Yeah.
It's one of the letters.
Yeah, I have Commander Gree, and he's the camo clone trooper, and I think he's like 60 right now. And I'm like, if I ever am just feeling like I need a $60 set, I'll sell him in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But I haven't
He's gonna
felt that
haunt
way.
you, bro.
Not too loyal to him.
No, I'm like,
He
it's
can
okay.
go.
He can
The
go.
right buyer, the right price.
If you guys want a Commander Gree, comment down below. No,
Really looking for that $60 set.
yeah, if I need it. And then most valuable set I have. Well, most valuable set. It's got to be my Razor Crest that fell on the ground. It got rebuilt. So I built the Razor Crest, and my wife was like laying on the ground, and we were just like talking, and she like stood up and was looking at me while she was walking away, and like bumped the edge, and we watched it just like crumple. But she
Did you get it on
rebuilt it.
camera?
No, I wish.
Ah.
It would have been such a good
gone
Lego.
Send a
Yeah.
picture to us
Yeah.
right after.
Yeah, I sent a picture and was like, well, that's how that went. But yeah, I really like that one.
Yeah. All right. So next up, from a couple from our channel, it looks like Lego Buildo has said quite a bit. He
Hey,
says,
Lego Buildo.
Yeah. Hey. He says, "What? Hello. What set is that?" It looks
We already answered.
Okay, we answered that one. Okay. It looks like Aaron Lopez said, "Where's Big Lucas?"
Yeah, I know Aaron.
Oh, great.
He knows Lucas too. Lucas isn't here. He's at home.
One of Ian's friends.
Yeah.
Yep. And then it says, Lego Buildo, are you gonna get the new Triceratops when it comes out? That's a
Yes.
good question.
I'm honestly a little bit sad at the scale of the Triceratops because the T-Rex was so cool
It's massive.
because of how massive it was. But I also understand that like by making it smaller, more people can afford it now. So like that's good, I guess.
How's it?
Yeah.
How is it like? Is it even on scale with like the T-Rex with like ratio? I guess for.
That's actually a good question. I don't know if that's how they did it or not. But I was hoping that the Triceratops would be bigger because the Triceratops skull that they made originally
Yeah.
was a much bigger
Yeah.
skull.
Yep.
And basically this T-Rex skull, they just took the set of the skull
Oh.
and slapped it and put it onto the full skeleton.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
So I was hoping they would keep the Triceratops skull the same size as that little set and just
Yeah.
add on with the body, but they really shrunk it
Yeah.
down a lot.
Because the
Okay.
T-Rex is
I
at
can
about like
rotate.
2,500 pieces.
Oh, I have no
Over
idea.
2,000 or something.
Yeah, I have no
And then
idea.
like
I gotta
the
get that one.
Triceratops is that like a little over 1,000.
Yeah, so it actually it could be that they just did it for scale purpose. That very well could be. That's the choice that was made.
Yeah, I mean that's maybe the only like you're saying, that's the only way I can see why they downsized it. I would like to get the T-Rex and the Triceratops, but like it's not the first thing on my list. I definitely will pick them up before they retire, but personally it's like there's other sets I want to buy that
Every time I see the T-Rex, it makes me want it more.
yeah.
And you know what?
It's
Honestly,
such
a
a
lot of
cool set.
people said that it was like a boring, repetitive build. I didn't feel like it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a cool build.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, after the Eiffel Tower, nothing is boring and repetitive after that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. That
I'm
makes me-
very-
The Eiffel Tower is huge,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
yeah, it's gray. Like,
After you build that thing, nothing will feel boring and repetitive
Yeah.
for the rest of your life compared to that one.
Let's see, we got a question from Jess Lego version. What are their bagel orders for the 2034 Olympics?
bagel.
We talked about how the Olympics are coming to Salt Lake
Oh.
in 2034, and
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
so everyone on my channel was like, "All right, we're having a party at TJ's house.
Oh, yeah.
I'll bring bagels."
Hey, I hope we get the invite too.
Yeah,
Is it in 2032? When is it?
34.
34. Wow. Seems so far away, but it's gonna.
We got
sooner
8
than
years
later.
to refill the entire Great Salt Lake.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they can manage it.
Honestly, with this year's snowfall.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if this year's snowfall had happened and it was the Olympics this year, we'd be in real big trouble.
Yeah, so a lot of shaving ice and
That'd be rad.
turn it into snow.
Well, I was watching the thing that it's not even just the amount of snowfall, but the temperatures. Like it was
Oh
too
my
warm
gosh,
to even
yeah.
make snow.
Yeah,
Sure.
which
So,
makes
like,
sense.
You'd be totally screwed.
I've
Yeah.
seen some pictures of like some of the resorts or
Yeah.
ski resorts, and it looks
It's
pretty
rough.
garbage. Like
It's real rough.
it kind of looks like as if we went sledding on like a mud hill.
Uh
You
huh.
know? Like there's some snow.
And they bring in like enough snow to make like a little 3-foot wide
Yeah.
pathway so that you can ski over to the lift, and then that's all you get.
Yeah. yeah.
Gosh.
I know. I didn't go skiing at all this season because there was no snow,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
We went swimming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
went
just went swimming in the lake. No, it was so warm this year.
Well, we got some printed pieces for the Pan American,
Oh, cool.
so thank goodness for not stickers on those.
Yeah. Do you prefer printed pieces?
In general, yeah, but when we get stickers, I'm not heated about it because it means if I ever take the set apart, then I can take the stickers off and reuse the parts.
Hmm.
Like, unfortunately, these tiles I will never be able to reuse for anything
Yeah,
else.
that's a
True.
solid point.
So it's a give and take.
Yeah, I feel like stickers are just like one of those hot, like kind of topics when it comes to Lego. It's either like enough printing on the character or whatever, and then like also stickers. If there's a lot of stickers in a set, I feel like people either
People get mad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's just like, well, I mean, at least you're
I
getting
mean,
some type of
With
detail.
stickers, yeah, you don't have to put them on if you don't like them.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've done that before. I did not put the stickers on the Ecto one.
Oh,
It
really?
had all like the mud stickers because it was from like the
Oh.
sequel films. And I was like, nah, I like the clean white look.
Oh,
So.
yeah. I probably wouldn't have put them on either.
Yeah, I haven't even seen the sequel ones.
It was pretty good.
Yeah,
The
Afterlife.
the first newer one I thought was pretty good. The second newer one I didn't like as much.
Yeah, I didn't
I
see
heard that one wasn't as great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Casey says hi, TJ.
Hi
Keep
Casey.
it up.
Thank you. I will do my best. Okay, I got some more frequently asked questions. Let's see. Here's an interesting one. Least favorite Lego set you ever bought?
Mm.
Ooh.
Honestly, I already can think of it. My least favorite set that I've purchased is probably a Speed Champion set, and it's funny because I brought the Back to the Future one. I don't mind Speed Champions. I'm not a stickler when it comes to stickers, but it was the Red Bull F1 one I got, and there were so many stickers. I just was like, I don't want to build this anymore.
Mhm.
It was just like there was like a big amount, like just like what is it called, like a sticker sheet, and
Yeah.
it was just full with the amount of details and stuff. So
That is the time, like, I feel that on a lot of the cars, like a lot of the
Yeah.
F1s and stuff, they do have just, like, way too many stickers, and it gets a little, like, just way too tedious
yeah,
putting all those on.
Yeah.
so that was like the only thing I could. That's the only set I can think of. I've enjoyed most of them.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't one that I dislike, but I got the Spider-Man train set
Oh, yeah.
and I built it. I'm like, yeah, it's fun, but it's just a train. And so
Pretty
I sold
small,
it.
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a month after
Fair.
displaying it. I'm like, yeah, this is a fun scene, but I
I
already
got
have
what
a
I
Spider-Man
wanted from it.
minifig, and Yeah, so I'd say that's my least favorite that I bought.
Did you keep the minifig or something?
No, I already
Sold
have. Yeah, I already have the minifigs and
Okay.
stuff from other sets, so it's just like, whatever. I'll sell it.
Yeah.
So that's the one I could think of.
I'd probably go. The people on our channel definitely know this. When I was building my Razor Crest, that was my least favorite set I've ever bought because I bought it used and just mixed all
Ooh.
the. I took it apart and then didn't
Having
do
to
it right.
sort the used.
And I
is
never
rough.
even sorted it. I just went through like 4 pans
Oh jeez.
every time I built. And so it's my favorite set that I look at, but my least favorite one that I like. It was the most miserable building experience of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like it. I think mine is the Hogwarts Icons set. It's the one that had Hedwig on top of a bunch of books and the wand and stuff. And they just made a new one that's very similar.
Mhm.
It's
But
got like a chess piece in it too.
yeah,
right?
yeah. But see, the older one didn't have that. So the older one was like the books and a little chocolate frog and a wand and glasses, and it was, like, it wasn't a bad set, but something about it I cannot explain to this day. Something about it gave me like anxiety when I had it on
Really?
display. Like seeing it on my shelf, I was like, I can't have that there.
Yeah.
So I had to take it down,
Interesting.
and I have no idea why.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Just get rid of it.
yeah.
Yeah. I actually take mine back. It's the Dune Ornithopter.
Oh yeah, I had
I-
a rough time with that.
Love that set, but same thing as Dallin. I had to rebuild it. I got
Oh.
to the last page and I'm like, the windows aren't they're too spaced. I'm
He
like,
called
I called
Ian.
up Ian. I'm like in a panic because I'm like, dude, there's no
You
way.
FaceTime me like a couple times. Hey, does this look right?
It was not right.
I'm like, let me check mine.
And so I had to take it apart when I was literally 1 or 2 steps away from being done. And there was a couple curse words. But
I've actually thought about if that would be like a possible business thing to do,
Mhm.
of like having a number that people can call and get on a little FaceTime when people are like, I can't figure out this set.
yeah.
Help. What
Yeah.
what did I do wrong? Because I've had so many people commenting on my videos like, hey, I'm building
right?
this set and on this step this is, I'm like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, that,
It's like I'd love to help.
no
but-
clue.
I don't have the instructions memorized for that one. So
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, just have a little Lego building hotline.
Yeah.
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 And I don't know if it would be a feasible business model, but
I mean, I think
I
you'd
think
probably
it'd
get
be
some
cool.
calls.
Let's see, Jess also says, I'm finally moderating from a computer instead of my phone.
thank you, Jess.
Nice.
And then says, I usually don't put on stickers unless they're absolutely necessary, even with the F1 cars.
Mm.
As well
Makes
as
sense.
that Hedwig set was impossible, kept breaking over and over again.
It was a weird one. Yeah, it's gone now, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Here's a good question. Have you ever built a set that a lot of people disliked but you liked? Like, I guess in the community, there's a lot of sets that come out that people aren't huge fans of. And I've built some of those sets and
Yeah,
I feel like I didn't hate them as much.
I haven't built it, but I don't hate the Death Slice as much as a lot of people do.
Mm.
Like design-wise, I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I haven't built it, but I wouldn't spend the money on it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
if Lego decided to send it to me, then that would be one of them.
Full
But
send, yeah.
Right. Yeah, I don't mind the design as well. I mean, it's just a bunch of like dioramas put together into a
Yeah.
circle,
Yeah.
which looks cool, but like, yeah, I don't know. I also wouldn't buy it.
No.
It's a lot of money.
I was actually shocked by how well it did. I like, not that I'm not a huge fan of it, but I also can understand Lego's design with it and everything and
Yeah.
why they did that. But like, I was just shocked by how well it did because I felt like there was such an uproar in this Lego Star Wars community with it just being a slice.
Mhm.
But like, it literally was on back order. I
yeah,
think multiple
Yeah.
times. And the fact too, I was like, I can't believe people are spending $1,000 on this day one to get a gift with purchase that wasn't really very exclusive in my opinion.
yeah.
But
And that gift with purchase should have been just part of the set. I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
like that. I did not like that they made that like separate because it's like part of the design.
mhm,
Like you just have it, if you don't have the gift with purchase, you have an empty hanger
yeah,
in your
Yeah.
in your build.
Mm-hmm.
But no, design-wise, I thought the slice was actually good.
Mhm.
Like, again, everything comes back to my trauma from the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Like, when a set is too wide and deep,
Yeah.
like the Eiffel Tower or the Colosseum, or there's a few sets that have done that, there's no good way to display it unless you like literally
Yeah.
build something for it. And most people don't have the space to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
the Death Star would have been the same thing if it was a sphere. No, like you can't put that on a shelf or a
Mhm,
yeah.
bookcase or like you can't put it anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very true. Especially for how big it is. If they did a sphere version of like how big it is, it'd probably be even $2,000. It'd probably be $2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. It might be more.
Yeah, it's just like people already were upset about the price and stuff. So
Yeah, I do get that people wanted more like detailing in the minifigs for the price.
Yeah.
Like that I do get.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
But also like I mean you look at the cost comparison of like the price per gram compared to like the UCS Millennium Falcon or that huge UCS AT-AT and it's pretty close.
Yeah.
So like it's $1,000 because it's massive, but it's not like crazy outside of what most Star Wars sets cost
Yeah. Yeah.
for value at least.
Mhm.
That makes sense. Let's see. Just says to rebuild both 6,000 piece Hogwarts and the lighthouse.
Mhm.
What's it? That doesn't make sense.
I think that's what she's answering the question.
Ah.
There we go. Well, that just doesn't make sense.
I know those words.
Yeah. I think that was her answer.
I actually really like the lighthouse set. I have that one. The
Lighthouse is
The
beautiful.
motorized
cool one.
one. Yeah.
That one is nice.
I remember you did a video on it and people were flaming you because it was like so dusty.
Dusty, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I know. I should have
Like,
listed it.
man, get a
Dust
freaking
your
brush.
set. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah. It happens.
It does. That's the hardest part about collecting Lego, the dust.
Yeah, and like keeping up with it because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this once I take out the whole day or like at least a good
Mhm.
amount of time and I clean them all. I'm like, I just need to keep up with this every 2 weeks. It's like, no,
Yeah.
it doesn't actually.
If you can keep up with doing it like 30 minutes a day or 30 minutes a week or whatever, to like keep it up with it, it's not too bad. But
Yeah.
if it gets on top of you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's rough.
So what do you usually do, TJ?
I try to keep on top of it just more regularly.
Yeah.
I do a decent job of going through like every couple of weeks and just like dusting a different section. And then by the time I get around to the next section, it's like not too bad, but
Mm.
you just gotta have the right tools.
Yeah,
Do you have one of those like vacuum dusters?
I do. I don't think they work.
I've heard mixed opinions on it, mainly like negative opinions where it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a cool concept, but I feel like a brush does a better job.
Yeah, I use makeup brushes mostly.
Mhm.
I use a
Yeah.
Swiffer for like big sections
Oh, nice.
that don't have like a lot of details,
Mhm.
and then I use makeup brushes for the sections that are gonna like snag on pieces and stuff.
Yeah,
And I feel like that works best of everything I've tried.
yeah,
Yeah. I also use a makeup brush.
same.
I think it works the best.
Ian gave me that idea, and then I stuck with it.
Yeah, somebody told me about it a long time ago, and my mom gave me a makeup brush.
Well, there's so like sometimes they get so caked with dust in the brush, you just have to chuck them and go buy a new brush.
Yeah.
But they cost like $1. So.
Yeah.
When the vacuums literally cost like $60, and then usually they say you have to buy like a filter or something for it.
Yeah, and I just felt like they didn't pick up dust well enough.
Yeah.
From my experience, like they just weren't strong enough, and the bristles would knock over parts and pieces and stuff. And yeah, I didn't have the best experience with the vacuums.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hope I did that right. Whoops. The one thing I will use a little handheld vacuum for, and it doesn't have to be like a brick vacuum. It can be like they're just keyboard vacuums. They're just rebranded
Oh.
keyboard vacuums.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
That's all they
I've
are.
seen
So
it.
like go to Best Buy and buy one for like
Yeah.
a third of the price.
I was
Yeah.
at Target and I saw a keyboard vacuum and I'm like, that looks very familiar to
Yeah.
these like licensed.
No, the brick vacuums are literally like the exact same thing. They just slap their brick logo on it. It's a keyboard vacuum. They haven't changed anything about the
Yeah.
It's a
design.
good business idea. Still somebody.
Yeah, it works. It works.
Yeah.
For name it for Lego.
Yeah, so I will use some of those if it's like been a really long time since I dusted, and I'll like kick up the dust with the makeup brush and have a vacuum there to suck it up.
That's a good idea.
Um,
So it just doesn't go to some other set.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Let's see. Charles says, I'm back
Hey, Charles.
and I want to buy the Lego Star Wars minifigures in movie order from the Phantom Menace and so on.
Oh,
It's fun.
chronological order.
Well, let's see. Is the Sith Infiltrator still out or is that retired?
I think it's still out.
Because
I don't. It came out on the 25th.
It's retired.
Is
it's
it?
retired.
I believe
I
so.
was gonna say that would be a great start because that's from the Phantom Menace. But
Yeah.
is there any
You
Phantom
can
Menace
probably
that's
find
out
it
right
for
now?
cheap though. Like you could probably
Yeah.
still find it.
Yeah, that one I've seen like on Facebook Marketplace and stuff for pretty cheap.
Didn't you buy it for $15 in a lot?
Maybe
I'm pretty sure you did.
I think it was just the ship. I think. It
Oh
was
yeah,
from-
yeah.
But and it came with Maul, so
The
I just kept
giraffe.
the minifig and got
Yeah.
out of the ship because I was like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else is he saying? What would the best minifigures be, and for the price? Same from Charles about the Star Wars minifigures. And I'm trying to think if there's any other prequel sets out right now.
There's not a whole lot of prequel sets out right now that I know of. I mean, I'm sure there are. Like, I think you can get like maybe a couple. I mean, you can get a Jedi Starfighter. You can get the micro builds too. Like you can get the Plo Koon, which is a great minifig. Which honestly, the better. It's a good time to buy him now because in the next like 5 years, he's probably gonna be worth a lot.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
can get Rex too, and his Y-wing. Is that still available?
I think so. Yeah,
Is it?
Yeah.
yeah. So those are good ones to get.
I lose track of when things retire. Like I have no
Yeah, I
idea.
mean, there's so many
Mhm.
sets that it's hard to.
There are some sets too. Even though they retire, they still are pretty decently priced on like Amazon. Because even though it says retired on Lego, you can get them for like the same retail price on Amazon for the most part.
Right, just because they probably have a bunch
A
in the
bunch,
warehouse
yeah.
somewhere.
Next question.
No more questions over here.
Well, one person asked, "Do you live in Utah?"
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see. What kind of brick storage do you recommend for a kind of new builder?
Oh.
Storing your loose parts and everything.
I like using they're either like for crafts or for like fishing, like tackle boxes almost,
Mm-hmm.
just like clear boxes that have dividers,
Mm.
and you can get some that have removable dividers, so you can once your collection gets bigger, you can move around the dividers if you get more pieces.
Yeah.
You can get those super cheap, just any department store or any craft store.
Mm-hmm. Like Michael's or something.
Yeah, or even Walmart.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of those.
I think it just totally depends on what your plans are for your pieces and how big you think your collection is going to get. Like at the beginning, do what like 99% of people do and just get like a big plastic tub and just like throw it in there.
That's what I do.
Yeah, like that works perfectly fine. If you're gonna start doing like a bunch of mock building and you want to have your parts really organized to like know where your parts are because you need, I know that I need this part for this thing I'm building, then you start getting into like the organizers. I use little hardware organizers that you can get at a home improvement store like Lowe's and Home Depot that are made for like screws and things. But yeah, there's a bunch of different ways you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yours looks nice and organized. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, dusting and organizing. That's the two banes of
Yeah,
my
yeah.
existence.
Yeah.
Takes so much time.
My
Yeah.
good old Ziploc bag doesn't look as good as yours. I just got a big old Ziploc bag of it all.
You know what? If it works, it works.
Yeah, I literally just have the Lego skeleton head tub.
Oh yeah.
And like I don't do mock building, so I just don't really have a need to like sort. It is nice though if you sort and like say you are missing a piece in a used set, you can probably find it a lot faster.
Yeah,
In
I have had that a few times.
yeah, so I mean personally I I just dump it in a tub.
And I think that's honestly good for like 99% of people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, if you're gonna do a lot of mock building, makes sense, but I don't know a whole lot of mock builders personally.
I mean, it depends on the pieces too. Like if they're more specialized pieces, I like to sort them just so they don't get lost in a bunch of other pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like bigger pieces, yeah, I sort them by color, and so I just have some bins.
Color sorting is like, looks so good.
Yeah.
That's how I did mine for a long time, and it's so satisfying to look at. But then I couldn't find the parts that I needed, so I was like, oh, do I go for the aesthetic or do I go for the utility?
Exactly. Yeah. I think I would switch it if I cared enough about it.
Yeah.
But, as of right now, they're sorted by color.
Yeah, if you just want a really pretty collection, oof, sorting by color, so satisfying.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think mock building's like so awesome,
It's
but
impressive.
like I just don't have the time or the room yet.
Mm.
So one day,
I just
Yeah.
don't have the
Mock buildings.
imagination.
I feel like it's so cool, especially when you see the Lego Master Show. You're like,
Yeah.
how did you
Yeah,
do
especially like when they're like 10-year-olds and stuff, because they have the kid version too.
Mhm.
And I'm like, yeah, I'll just stick to buying the set and reading the instructions.
Yeah.
I do think there's just a certain amount of it that's like, just like anything, you just have to be willing to be bad at it first.
Yeah.
And like, just start it and just try something and just see what happens. And it's going to be bad. And then you just keep practicing and keep doing it. But I also think there's a like misconception because of like Lego Masters and these huge builds, or you go to a convention like Brick Slopes or whatever, and
Yeah.
And
you
I'm
see
like,
these
how you take
massive,
over.
massive mocks.
Right.
And like, it makes a lot of builders feel like, oh, well, if I'm not doing that, then like I'm not doing it right.
Yeah.
So I really like
Let me
Ian. He was at Brick Slopes this
Yeah.
last year, and he won Lego Masters season
He was cool.
4 or
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
And I've met him a few times now at different conventions, and he was in Denmark, and he's a really cool guy. But what I love the most about his style of building is some of his most impressive work is really small.
Yeah.
And he does like just really cool but really clever builds at small scale that just like prove you don't need like some massive
Yeah.
20,000 piece huge mock to be really
Mhm.
impressive. Like anyone with any size collection can do a really cool mock
Yeah.
if you just like get creative with it.
Wow.
And he's a really good example of that. So if you haven't seen him, check him out.
Yeah.
I think I met he was with his sister, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got their cards. Their trading
Oh,
cards
nice.
they sign or whatever.
Yeah.
I saw him at Brick Slopes last year, and he was a really nice guy,
Mhm.
and I felt like they deserved to win.
Oh yeah, they're both very, very talented builders. Yeah, they do a lot of fun little small scale stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's even, they're displayed, his stuff is at the Lego House in
Oh,
Denmark,
cool.
Wow.
where they have like a big like fan gallery. And again, most of the fan designs are like these huge, elaborate 30, 40, 50,000 piece models.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And his is just like a bunch of his small things all there. It's like, these are all so impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's awesome.
You just like, they don't get as much attention sometimes because they're not like the biggest thing in the
Yeah.
room, but
Mhm.
you look at his parts use and everything, and it's like so smart.
Oh, that's cool.
I'd have to say the saddest thing is Will Arnett's not going to be hosting.
Oh my
anymore.
gosh,
I know
yeah.
it's going to be Nick Cannon now, which totally fine with that. But Will Arnett was the guy.
Yeah.
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 Me and my husband were in talks for last season. We went through a few
Oh,
rounds of the
whoa.
interview process, and
Oh, really?
we
my
didn't
God.
we didn't get to like the final selection or anything, so we weren't that close to being picked.
Yeah.
But like we were probably like halfway through the process.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's cool.
That's so
Um,
awesome.
They had a live audition day at Legoland, California.
Yeah.
That turned out to be like a mess, so we won't get into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was where we found out that it was Nick Cannon, and he came out and filmed their intro, and I was honestly pretty disappointed because I was
Yeah.
like, Will Arnett's just so great.
He's
Yeah.
the goat.
Yeah, he's great. So we got a question from Lexi.
My wife.
Hi, Lexi.
What's a Lego set idea that you have that you wish you would create?
Oh.
I mean, we were just talking about the Flying Dutchman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Getting a new big Flying Dutchman would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having such a hard time on this section. I'm like, what am I doing
What's
wrong?
going on?
You
Tell
guys
me
are-
that's something said, man.
No, I know. I'm just looking at this.
You're gonna have to double check that word
No,
from
no.
Hunter.
It's just there's like a gear right here, and I'm like, am I doing that right? Or
Oh, anytime the gears come out, it gets rough.
It's like It looks
Do you guys do Technic?
I don't
No,
know.
I
not
have
really.
a couple.
Yeah, same.
I mean, just like, the structural parts of other Lego sets.
Right.
Yeah.
But as far as like actual Technic themed sets, not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my question is with this, does this look like that should, because that look pops out, but does that supposed to like work with that gear?
Eh,
I did think of a set
yeah.
idea just to answer my wife's question.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
more.
Is it working?
Mhm.
I love Disneyland, my wife and I. I
Mm.
would love to see the rides turned into.
Yeah, let's
Like,
get some more of those.
I think it'd be so awesome to see some of the rides be.
I'd like a
sets.
big scale. 'Cause
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
did the Haunted Mansion, but like a big scale of that would have been
Mhm.
Or the
cool.
Matterhorn, or like, I just think those would be really fun.
Yeah.
Like Lego could have my wallet if they
And then
did
when I
that.
put that
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, my husband's too.
Yeah, that would
There's a lot of big Disney fans that would spend a lot of money on
It
that.
stops right there, right?
honestly.
Yeah, I personally I talked about this on one of my Brick Brethren breakdowns. I would love to see a big version of the Mystery Machine. Just
Oh, yeah.
just and like have a little plaque with like what the Mystery Machine is, and then put the minifigs on it.
Mhm.
I think that would be cool because I like the big scale DeLorean. I think would be awesome. So
Mhm.
because I mean we already have that, so like doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, that one would be cool. I'm trying to think of something. I mean, I love Adventure Time. It was in Dimensions, but it'd be cool to get some sets.
Yeah. There was a lot of stuff that we got versions of in Adventure Time that they never like did more with it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it took how many years before we got Goonies?
Oh, yeah.
After they were in Dimensions.
Oh, true. Yeah. Yeah, I have that sloth minifig from the Dimensions set, but
Do you have the Goonies set, TJ?
No.
I have it, and it was an impulse purchase, but I appreciate that I bought it.
Goonies was not like a big part of my childhood, so I think if I had like grown up more with it as nostalgia, then I probably would have bought it. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's how I feel. It's a cool set. It's a good movie, but
It's
not like a huge fan of it.
buy it if you're feeling impulsive.
Hunter bought it and calls me up. Yo, I just bought the Goonies set. I'm like, what?
I'm like,
He's
We-
like, we used to love that as kids. I'm like 3 times, bro. like,
honestly, what sold me on that set was the play features. Like,
they're very cool, very
Yes.
cool.
very
Yes.
cool how you can play the piano in it. You can actually kind of treat it as like their little adventure with the what's it called? Like there's like a key in it where you can put it on a section and turn it, and then
Mhm.
have
yeah,
like a
that's
hatch
so
fall
cool.
down. So it's like, even if you aren't a big Goonies person, I still think you can appreciate the play features, and it honestly maybe get you a little more excited about the set.
Yeah, they did a great job with that, having it be like chronological through the film.
Mhm. I was kind of confused why they just didn't focus on just doing the full ship, but then I honestly love how they just gave you pretty much the full movie in the set.
it's the
Mhm.
cave, and honestly, yeah, I'm glad Hunter did buy it so I could see what it was.
Yeah.
It's pretty great, honestly.
It is a super cool set. I like it a lot. But, you gotta pick and choose.
Yeah, it'd be cool to, not have impulsive purchases when it comes to Lego, but they're always coming out with something new, and it's just always like, man, I felt like I just dropped $300.
Well, I guess I have to buy that now.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, TJ.
Yeah.
Do you think the UCS Falcon's worth it? Because I think I'm doing a trade-up challenge.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get to it.
Well, you
Of all the
take his
UCS
and agree for that.
Probably not.
I'll trade you green.
Of all the
Worth more than
UCSs,
60, I
I
swear.
think it's probably the most worth it just because it's the most iconic.
Yeah.
Like for me, having an AT-AT is like, I don't really care about that.
yeah.
Or like the I can't remember what the other ones were. Yeah, so I'd say, especially for like a more casual Star Wars fan like I am, it definitely feels more like reasonable. Like, yeah, this is like the iconic ship.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a little sad that it doesn't have an interior
Mhm.
because it could have.
Oh, you
I didn't know
can't-
It doesn't have an
You can't even
interior.
put minifigs in it or anything?
No, the interior is all
Wow.
the structure. I have seen people
Like-
rebrickable it to have some interior space, but No, it does not have an interior on its own.
Hold on to that command degree, Dollar.
Yeah, I take my trade offer back.
No interior, no category.
Yeah, he's way too valuable.
I didn't realize that.
I thought
I
you
thought
could.
it
I
had
think
one.
that-
I'm actually
I might have just lied to you. There might be like one little section that you can pull off
Okay,
that has
still.
like that little seating area, but it's not most of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah. There's so many Falcons though now.
It's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the most popular sets that people buy.
And you know what's sick? The Dark Falcon.
The Dark Falcons
I
are
have
so
it.
unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's hiding up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I actually
that one.
think the
So cool.
minifigs in that, like, they weren't great. I didn't really love the show, Rebuild the Galaxy, but I mean, it's a kid's show.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. It is what it is. But, like, I still can appreciate that they made Lego Star Wars a little bit more entertaining than just getting the same Stormtrooper. And
Yeah, getting some changes in there is fun.
Bro,
Yeah, like there's like what is it, like the flame speeder looking, like
Yeah.
snow speeder with
Speeder.
the flames on it.
kind of hype.
Yeah, that's fun.
It's like a hot rod snow speeder.
Yeah,
good.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I think some of those sets are very fun, especially
Darth Jar Jar is the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like just taking that fan theory and making it legit.
Actually
Is the
have
Yeah.
it.
That's facts.
yeah.
And the white Darth Vader minifig.
Yeah.
That's sick.
yeah.
Even the Rey one with 2 lightsabers.
hmm
Pretty cool.
And the C-3PO. I think
Oh
is
yeah,
fun with
is
the
it
red
a bounty
eyes.
hunter? Or,
I think so. Something
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah. Sorry I'm taking so long.
Oh, you're good.
I'm feeling like the pressure now.
I got like 3 bags more done that I didn't have to do myself, so this is
Yeah.
saving me a lot of time.
No, I do think the Rebuild the Galaxy was an entertaining idea. I don't know if they're even gonna do any more of Rebuild the Galaxy. Okay, thoughts on the what's the brick? The brick,
Smart brick?
Smart brick, yes.
I think I'm gonna have to see kids play with it because that's who it's designed for.
Yeah.
And I can see kids having a really good time with it
Mhm.
and like really getting to do some fun creative stuff with it. I just don't think it's meant for adults. So like a lot of the AFOLs are like, oh, this is dumb. But like for me, it's kind of like the Mario
Yeah.
play figures that like, yeah, as an adult they're kind of gimmicky, but like if a kid plays with it and has fun, then that's the target audience. So
Yeah, I agree with that. I didn't buy the sets, but I did like a breakdown of it, and I just was like, I'm gonna try to look at this as like how I would look at it as a kid, and I think I would appreciate like the aspect of what they're trying to do. As an adult, I don't know why you'd purchase them,
right, they're not for you.
but they're not for adults.
Yeah.
So it's just like anybody who gets like worked up about that, I'm like, well, it wasn't designed
Yeah.
for you from the start.
Because the thing is they're all sets that they've made before.
Mhm.
Right.
So it's like there's nothing exclusive about them. So there's nothing that you should really be complaining about as far as like an adult thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, just get the other one.
Yeah, if you don't want it, just don't buy it.
Yeah.
Like, no one's shoving your credit card down like at Lego. Like,
Yeah.
just don't buy it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a hard concept sometimes though.
Yeah.
When Lego comes out with something, wait, I don't buy it?
Yeah,
That is true.
What?
Exactly.
But if I don't buy it, then I won't be able to have a cool review out.
If I don't buy it, then am I important?
Yeah,
Do I still have value?
yeah.
Am I even a Lego fan anymore?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with them if they integrate them into more sets or whatnot.
My biggest gripe with it, though, I don't love how a lot of the sets don't have the smart brick.
See, and I actually think that's smart. I think
Yeah.
that was a good choice.
I
that
think
they
it was
did
good
that.
marketing, probably.
I even think like their idea behind it is you buy one set that has it and then
Yeah.
you can use it in all the other sets
Which
that
makes
you buy.
sense, yeah.
So like I actually think it was a better move on Lego's part because if they put it in every set, then it's like, come on, Lego, you're making us spend $100 more or whatever it is
Yes.
per set. I already have 2 of these at home. I don't need to keep buying another one, but my
Mhm.
kid wants this play set.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So I actually think it like is good for the consumer too.
yeah.
That you buy it one time, and then if you want more of them, great, buy more
Yeah.
of them. But
That is a solid point because I have thought, I'm like, well, it feels as if I have to buy all of them. But really, you could just buy the cheapest one, which is the TIE Fighter.
Yeah.
And then if you wanted to get any of the other sets, just utilize the TIE Fighter.
Yeah.
How much is the smart brick?
By
I don't know.
itself?
Yeah.
They don't sell it by itself.
Oh, so you have to buy it in the set.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I see. I
Which
see.
that's one thing that I wish they would do is sell it by itself.
Yeah, I thought.
I wouldn't be
that's what they
surprised
did.
if they did eventually,
Mhm.
but yeah, for now it is only.
Because it reminds me of like all the motorized pieces, like they sell those by themselves sometimes.
Mm.
But like it would be hard to like put a smart brick on the shelf. Like it's a small thing,
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
poly bag.
you know.
You
Like,
got a poly bag of a smart brick.
yeah, maybe just I guess a Lego exclusive or something would make more sense with that. But
Did you guys like the sound of them?
I didn't feel like I got a good enough taste for it in the demonstration. So I think I would need to see it like live, because I know that they're synthesizing sounds. So it's not just like a pre-recorded sound that's coming out of it. They're like synthesizing new sounds actively,
That's
which is
cool.
pretty cool. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's smart because it allows the kids to be able to do a lot more stuff with it and like have more things happen in the future. Because like that was one of the issues with the Mario, is that like unless you do all the software updates or whatever, then you're just kind of stuck with whatever's pre-programmed in. So I'll be interested to see how they're gonna expand that to other sets, other properties, other IPs. I personally predict that they're gonna be putting it into Pokemon
Which would
Oh,
make
yeah.
sense.
and get some battles going with them and get the sounds for the Pokemon and everything.
I haven't even thought about that. That's so smart.
I would be surprised if they didn't. I don't have any inside information. Let me clarify. This is not
Yeah.
coming
all
from any
speculation.
ambassador source. This is just, I think it would be smart. Like it would just make a lot of sense to do their play. They've got these really big, cool display size Pokemon, and it would be really smart to do some play scale using the smart bricks.
Oh, this is where it goes. I was like,
Dude, didn't.
I did it right. I just had a piece.
Oh my gosh.
I might need your small finger.
My small finger.
All right, so this.
My classic small
Can
finger.
you get that right there?
I can
on?
see it.
So this just needs to get
Oh,
onto
on
that.
red?
Yeah,
It might be better to just go from this side.
yeah. All right, Ian's the G.
Is Ian your expert builder?
He
of-
is.
of-
He is.
Of the crew.
I'll be the guy in the back.
Yeah, and then I'll rotate through up here.
I was like, I need to make sure I'm doing this right.
Do you have a trash I can spit my gum out in real quick?
I think you got that.
Or I can just spit it in the bag unless you want to keep.
Oh yeah, no, I've got
I'm so sorry.
there's a bathroom around the corner.
Okay.
I
That's
need to
it.
actually spit my gum out. Sorry.
Okay.
Alright, that's not too big of a bag, and I can finish this, and then I think that'll be good for today.
Cool. That works for us.
Bit of my progress.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually have a solid question for you.
Okay.
The clogs. Or-
Yeah.
yeah. Thoughts
Yeah.
on those?
They're terrible.
Yeah.
They're like so bad, and I
Yeah.
will not apologize for that.
Yeah.
I may have gotten in a little bit of hot water
Yeah.
for how strongly I voiced my opinions
Yeah.
Oh,
about
really?
them. But I mean, I'm like not enough to actually get in trouble. But no, they're awful. They're awful.
There's nothing good about
They're
it.
no. The only thing that's good about them is that they were a brilliant marketing stunt.
Yeah.
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 That's what's good about them. They got the Lego Crocs collaboration widely publicized very quickly.
Mhm.
Everyone was
I
talking
think it
about
was
it.
at
Yeah.
Paris fashion
Yeah.
at the fashion show.
Yep.
Was it?
I wear Crocs a lot, and so people sent me the Lego Crocs
Oof,
like
you will.
a ton.
You can try them on if you want.
Yeah, I'll try
I'm
them on.
interested.
They're the least comfortable thing I've ever had on my foot.
Yeah, I'd love to try them on.
And now that they're starting to announce like the actual like
Wow.
Crocs
Yeah.
size shaped Crocs, I'm
Right.
like, okay, so like this is what we were all waiting for like
Yeah.
from the beginning. Now they're actually announcing it, which is nice. But yeah, they were just
I was a little
public
shocked.
publicity stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little shocked that Lego even was able to do a collaboration with Crocs because they're already like with another sneaker company, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Aren't they with Nike?
With
they've
Nike.
got stuff with Nike, and they
So-
had stuff with Reebok before that. So they move around, and I don't know like what the contract would be for that sort of a
Yeah.
thing. I would imagine that Nike is like, oh yeah, Crocs isn't
A competitor.
competitor
Yeah.
for us. They're not making sports shoes,
I'd love to see it.
but
Some Croc basketball shoes.
Yeah.
so yeah, I don't know how that all goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, now they're actually coming out with Crocs. I'm like, okay, I would actually wear those. Those look like they might actually be comfortable.
Yeah, they look decent. They look pretty fun with the Lego pieces on the sides and
Yeah.
stuff.
I will say the big red Croc would be a cool collectible. To
And
at least
that's-
just hold
yeah,
on to.
a lot
That's
of
what I would
people-
see it as.
A lot of people told me that on my review video that I did. They're like, you're not supposed to wear them. They're just a collectible.
Mhm.
But like literally in the marketing like insert that when you buy the box, there's a slip of paper that has like a little diagram of like how to wear your Lego Crocs. And it literally says on that little piece of paper, don't leave them to collect dust on the shelves, wear them every day.
I wear them every day.
So I'm like, it can't be both. Like if this is just like a gimmicky collector's item thing, fair. But you told me
Yeah.
specifically to wear it every day, and I can't wear these for 5 minutes.
You gotta break them in.
Yeah. Go run a 5K in those things.
And they're so heavy.
Oh,
Yeah.
they look
They-
clunky.
They like
They look solid.
when I first saw them, I was like, oh, if that whole thing is made of like the Crocs light rubber, then like
Yeah.
cool, whatever.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's just like a hard
It's
foam.
like a tire.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's
Crazy.
it's wild.
They want these to last you miles. Like a
Yeah.
tire. Thousands of miles
Yeah.
on your feet.
Yeah, your
Is it
feet
made by
your feet will
Michelin?
bleed
Yeah.
first,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
they did a partnership with Michelin or something.
honestly, that's what it seems like. Lego does produce more tires than any other company in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
So, I guess it makes sense on that end.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I mean, I don't know if you watch a lot of Lego influencers, but are there any influencers that you keep an eye on and like to watch their breakdowns on videos and reviews?
Yeah, because there's a lot of influencers who just cover stuff that I don't. So it like I can't cover everything, obviously.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So there's there's so many actually. Danny Bob is a friend. She does a lot of Star Wars stuff that I don't do. I really like Tips and Bricks because they do a lot of like cool breakdown for like mock techniques and things like that. They like kind of are more educational, like teaching you how to do it, which is cool.
Mhm.
Like I said, Ian, I'm always interested in seeing what his builds are and everything.
Mhm.
I try to not let myself get too sucked into the influencer side of it for like reviews because I don't want their review to like change my
Mm-hmm.
review that I'm gonna give. Like I don't want to be swayed one way or the other. Like, oh well, this person didn't like it, so
That's smart.
I have to not like it also, or vice versa, you know.
Mhm.
So yeah, for me it's more of like just like making friendships
Yeah.
with people, you know.
Mhm.
I think there's this annoying like division in the Lego community for LAN members sometimes, which is like
Yeah.
I think it's kind of dumb, but I also kind of get it. Like I understand why it's there, so I didn't know that was a thing when I first joined the LAN.
Interesting.
And so since I found out, I've been trying to like make sure I do my best to actually be an ambassador,
Mhm.
you know, like that, like talk to people and work with people and
Yeah.
like, you know, make connections and not just be this like figure in the background who shows up on your feed but then won't talk to you, you know?
Mhm. Exactly. Yeah. How many LAN members are there now? There's like.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, there are LAN members who are the ambassadors for their group. So
Mhm.
like the Utah Lug has
Yeah.
an ambassador. So there's those kinds. But of the fan media, which is what most people like think of the like typical ambassador when people think of it, I think there's around 120.
Wow.
last I heard, they said we're kind of like they had expanded the program a bit,
Mhm.
and then last I heard they're like, this is kind of like, for now at least, this is kind of our number we're gonna sit around.
Mhm.
So they added a lot of people to the program when they were expanding it,
Yeah.
and it sounds like now they're gonna kind of slow down to just like as people leave, they'll bring new people in and like to kind of keep the numbers kind of what they are. But that could change at any time.
Yeah. No,
Sorry, Squid Game Lover did say hi.
Hi.
I honestly, and my thing is though with like an ambassador, I've never really felt like their content was ever biased. Like, and I don't know, I know people have like their feelings as if, well, they're getting these sets for free. It's just like, I honestly have never really felt like Lego's been forcing some type of agenda
Yeah.
where they're like, you have to say only good things. It's like, no, I don't think that's the purpose of the ambassador network. It's to promote their product through influencers who
Right.
are sharing their opinions.
Yeah, and I 100% agree with that because they actually like specifically they tell us like give your real opinion, like be honest, be real, and then there's places on the forums where we can give feedback and where we can say, hey, people aren't liking this or people are liking this. And
Oh, cool.
so like they've literally put systems in place for us to be able to communicate those things.
That's nice.
Because yeah, it's like, you know, an ambassador for a country, you're supposed to be a two-way communication. You're supposed to be able to have all that. So that's always like how I think about it. Is like connecting the fan community to Lego and Lego to the fan community. So like I can help Lego announce things, but I can also take like fan feedback that I hear on the ground and take it back to the designers and say, hey, this is what people are saying.
Yeah.
So it's cool to be able to do that. And when they send us sets for free, there's like no requirements, no expectation. They actually just changed it recently. They used to call it early access reviews. Now they've just changed it to early access because they're like, you don't have to review. You don't have
No,
to
that's
like
awesome.
sit down and be like, here's what I think of the set. Like if you want to do something creative with it, if you want to do a mock with
Really?
it, if you want to do an alternate build, if you want like whatever you want to do with it,
Oh,
That's
be
cool.
creative and just show it however works for you.
Wow.
Because they want to just like foster more creativity instead of just
Say what
reviews.
you like about it and
Yeah.
what you don't like about it.
Wow.
Yeah, so they open it up for a lot of creativity and a lot of stuff. And like other than staying family friendly, they don't have like requirements, you know. Unless you're being paid for a video, in which case for those watching, you'll always legally you have to see the sponsored paid promotion, whatever tag on that video. If you see that, it means that Lego has paid that person and that the script had to be approved and they had to like go through a process because that's a paid advertisement.
Interesting.
If you don't see that like sponsored or paid, then it just means they got the set for free, but they're allowed to give their full honest opinions. And there is a temptation sometimes as Lan actually to give negative opinions to try to like prove that you don't have to be positive about it. So that like, but you can't win.
Yeah.
Is the unfortunate thing. Like if I give a positive review, I'm a shill. If I give a negative review, people are like, stop complaining, you got it for free. So like you can't you can't win. You just have to be honest and just know that not everyone's you can't please everyone, no matter what you do.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Jess did comment and said TJ does a great job for praising the good stuff, but also calling out the bad stuff in his videos.
Thank you, Jess. I appreciate it.
No, I've been watching your videos and stuff, and I do feel like every time I watch your stuff, it's not like a scripted, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, like Lego's just like, TJ, you need to say this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's like you have your own platform. Speak what you feel like is, you know, it's all about the set and what's not.
Yeah. And if it ever got to that point, I would leave. Like I'm not interested in that. Like I'm here for the hobby. I'm here for the enjoyment of it. And if it ever got to the point where I just had to be a yes man for every set that they sent me, I would just be like, okay, then
Yeah.
I don't need to do this anymore. Thanks for the opportunity. You know. Hey, this looks like a Star Wars ship right now.
Yeah.
It really does.
It kind of looks like the Andor U-wing, kind of giving me that colorway.
Yeah.
Blue.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Or the start of a Naboo fighter.
Yes.
Yes.
But we'll get some. This is gonna be a big set. Okay.
Yeah, that's
That
it.
is
Actually,
big.
it is.
So this is gonna
Wow.
be a big one.
It's cool we get to see this in person, like, because
Yeah.
this hasn't come out officially, correct?
This one is coming out. It just got so we have different days of when we're allowed to show things that they're very specific about. So there's the reveal date, which is when Lego announces a set that we can show the box. Then there's the embargo date, which is when we're allowed to show the contents. So whether that's like on a live stream build or people will post their reviews on that day or whatever, that's the embargo date. And they're usually a few weeks ahead of the launch. So this one is launching April 1st.
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
So less
Not
than a
too far,
month. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is retailing. Is it $200?
That's
price range?
a really good question that I should know the answer to.
Well, we got the price.
I should
cheese
too.
now.
I think it's 220. I did a video on it last night. It was in my Brick Brother and Breakdown. I think it's
220.
Yeah, I'm like it's
Okay.
1,900 pieces, so it's got to be
Mhm.
in the $200 range. I do like this set though. I'm not the biggest plane guy, but I do think it is a cool set.
Same, yeah.
Hashtag impulse buy.
Yeah, I might go buy this now.
A lot of people asked me if I was gonna get the Condor, and I was like, I'm not a big enough plane guy to get that, and I also don't have the space for it. But
Yeah.
it's a fun one. It's like got that kind of classic vintagey vibe to it, which is cool.
Yeah.
I like the interior that you got with the little seats. Up here, I was building. This is the cockpit, so you got the little
Oh,
pilot
cool.
seats.
Oh yeah, the way they did that is pretty fun.
So yeah, they use little upside down droid parts, and yeah, they got some
The armrest.
fun little micro details,
Yeah.
which is cool. So
Wow.
anything else before we wrap up, guys? Last question, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Here's the set too, just in case you don't know what we're building.
What has been the hardest Lego you built? I'll say for me, mentally, the Eiffel Tower, hands down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Technique-wise, probably the McLaren P1, just because it's Technic and I don't do Technic a lot, and it's got
Yeah.
a functioning 7-speed gear shifter in
Oh,
there,
sheesh.
which is like
That is
I
so
didn't realize
sick.
that.
getting the gears and everything to work in that was like exploding my brain.
Yeah,
So
it's actually way cool.
yeah, it's
Oh my
very
gosh.
cool.
That is so
But,
awesome.
but I'm not a Technic guy, so I was like completely out of my element.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We gotta train like a hamster to actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have to say my hardest was definitely the Dune Ornithopter, or I'm building the UCS AT-AT right now,
Okay.
and I'm doing what Dallin did. I bought it used, and man, it is. I bought it last year, and I took it apart finally, and I tried to do it step by step backwards.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't like sit down and take the time to do it. So it is just in a giant bin right now, and I've had to go piece by piece trying to find like it, and I've like found pieces. There's some pieces I just can't find, so I have to order it out. And so that has been the most frustrating because I would love to be done with it, but I've
Yeah.
had to wait for shipping and for specific pieces, and the time and patience of just looking through a bin of gray Lego.
Yeah.
It's really frustrating. So
Yeah.
I've stayed up
Yeah.
to like 1 o'clock in the morning, sometimes just trying to get through at least a section.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very OCD with stuff. I'm like, I want to get this done, but
It's when you don't have it sorted, when you don't have bags. People on my channel know the saga of the Titanic engine.
Oh.
Not the Titanic. There's a separate company that made a model of the Titanic engine.
Yeah.
It's down there.
Oh, is that
interesting.
it?
That's
I was wondering what that was.
The box that you see underneath it is filled with pieces that are not
Oh.
bagged, that are not ordered, that are not stepped. So it's like
Oh.
4,000 pieces
Oh shit.
that they're like, yeah, and then find this piece. And like, how?
Oh,
I don't know.
no.
So I
Yeah,
know
it's
exactly what you mean,
Yep.
and it's the worst. And I give up.
yeah.
I was like, no, I don't care. I'm
It
not doing it
sucks.
anymore.
Yeah,
Thanks
with all
for
gray
shipping it,
pieces
yeah.
too.
No,
Interesting.
gray. Just anytime it's like a solid color for the set, it's just so frustrating because it's like, there's nothing that I have to look at besides gray.
Mhm.
It's a headache. So
Yeah.
Yep.
I've been trying to think of one this whole time. I can't think of one.
You,
Really.
you do kind of reach a point where it's like the techniques aren't hard anymore because
Yeah.
like you've done it so many times.
Yeah.
Is there one that's been like your most like annoying build, like your most repetitive or most fragile? Or...
I mean, sometimes I find certain Star Wars ships to be somewhat monotonous in a way because it's just like symmetrical.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, I'm building this again, but opposite way,
Right.
kind of thing. So maybe like an AT-AT or
Yeah.
something like that.
You gotta build the 4 legs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's the
just
same thing. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that would be my answer.
Fair.
I
You
did
got
the
one?
same thing Hunter did, and I did with the Razor Crest with my UCSA wing. So
Yeah.
that was a headache there because it was. In fact, my wife ended up just sorting them all for me because I'm like sitting on the couch, like, what the heck has even going on?
Yep.
I can't even find it. So
Yeah.
yeah, if there's no bags, I
Not
mean,
having numbered bags is wild, and it has
yeah.
made like doing alternate brick companies who don't do numbered bags has made me appreciate Lego's bag numbers so much more because like you just die
yeah.
without it. Like, oh, it's so rough.
Yeah, I buy a lot of used Lego and it's only worth it if it's like a swinging deal
Mhm.
and like it has everything. If not, don't buy it.
And only like 200 pieces.
yeah.
I've done a lot of my modulars are used because they're they came out like 2007 and
Yeah.
stuff. So if I buy those ones used, at least with the modulars you can separate it by floor. So when you disassemble it to clean it and everything,
Yeah,
and you're like, oh, okay, floor 1, floor 2, floor 3.
Yeah.
But some of them, some of them, you're just digging through parts forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Jess said the Titanic engine, our other foe.
Jess was,
Yeah.
Jess was there for that one.
That's
Yep.
funny.
Oh no.
Sweet.
Well, I'll have to figure out how that piece goes back on there. But it's just right there.
Yeah, this has been great.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us
Thanks
over.
for coming over. Thanks everyone for joining on the live stream. And check out Brick Brethren if you haven't.
Same with TJ.
And check out me if you haven't.
Yeah.
We'll definitely put a link to his channel
Perfect.
in our videos.
Same. Bye guys. See you later.
Thanks, guys.
And that was the awkward part where I try to close out of this with
I can hit it.
okay.